Okay, hey, I'm back. So there that is because I'm just trying to hold back tears because, like, even just hearing myself talk sometimes, because I'm trying to be my best friend. And that's where this starts, is to learn how to love yourself. And so I have stacks of books right here. Here, I'll flip it around. We're going to do this. Look, see all those? Those are my journals. And so I'm about to expose myself and the deepest things that I have ever gone through to people, which is fine. No big deal. Okay. So we're going to, I'm going to breathe right now for a second, but I'm just going to pick a book. Okay. So I'm going to look at the oldest book maybe, and then I'm just going to pick one up. Okay. And so we're just going to go to a year. This is how I'm going to do this because I didn't have them in order. So, so I'm going to have to say the words he and I for the name of the person who I'm talking about. Okay. Simply because the fact of, I've written a book, and if y'all ever want to read that, it's called Secrets Within by Nadine Reimer. You can get that on Amazon for $3.99. It's about a book. Simply, it is geared for people who are 13, 12. It's a simple print, okay? But it's my life story rushed. And when I said rushed, means I was nervous about even talking about it, okay? So that makes sense, right? All right, so these can be long videos or short, okay? So just bear with me. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. So we're just going to go to October the 3rd, 1997. Okay, so this is all I could do, okay? So I haven't written in such a long time. He and I have had the most wonderful past few months. The best we've had, I believe we've ever had since we've been together. We are so much closer these days. We totally trust each other more than ever. I am so happy to be married to him. The past few days haven't gone as well as that has been. Okay, so this is what happens when you're in 1997. So I was born in 1971. Or I'm sorry, oh my goodness, it's 1972. Where did I get that wrong? Anyway, so do the math. I'm 51. So the past few days haven't gone as well as they have been, but we still have held our own composure. We haven't yelled at each other or shown any disrespect towards each other. This is my first page. Okay. All right. November 24th, 1998. Tonight was a night I would like to forget. I called my mom and dad and wished them a happy Thanksgiving to see how they were doing. Well, it wasn't a pleasant call as well as usual. Mama had been drinking, and she was upset because I didn't ask to speak to her. She was yelling in the background, saying how we never want to talk to her. And I understand that. Oh, goodness, it's going to pull some tears. And that we didn't love her. I finally had Daddy to let me talk to her. I'm sorry. You have to, I'm writing fast, okay, and emotionally. So just put the words together, okay? He said that it'd be best if I didn't talk to her. That it was not been a good night for them. So that means she began yelling more and more and began hitting the wall, saying, God damn it, pardon my French, let me talk to my baby girl. November 24th, 1998. When Daddy asked her if she wanted to talk to me, she said no, she doesn't love me. I began to cry and told Daddy to let her have the phone. She was saying stuff like, I wouldn't be here if I had listened to the doctor. He told her to have an abortion with me. Well, I didn't really listen to her, but it still hurt deeply. I begged her to get help, but she didn't listen. She never does. Just says she would be better off dead. Well, maybe so, but it would still hurt. I don't even know why I got this one. bear with me, okay? Because people go through this every day. She said she fell on steps. This is a part where it skips around. And then she said that Daddy hit her, my dad, with a fist. At first, I didn't believe her until I asked Daddy myself. And I asked him, and he said no. But I told him, I understand if you did. Just please tell me the truth. We're going to get through this. Okay? I don't know why we got this one. But anyway, I didn't mean to. But anyway, so he said, I asked him if she was going wild and yelling at him. You know, like sometimes we do, right? Like women or people, like we get pushed to the max, right? And I'm ad-libbing right now. I'm not reading. I'm just talking with you while I'm reading. And I asked him if he hit her in defense or just to get her to stop. And he said yes. It makes me very sad how they're drinking to get away from each other. He agreed that that's right. That's what they've been doing. I hurt so badly for them both. Why can't they see they need help? What is it going to take? All right, so, all right, this is how it's going to be, okay? We're going to take these pages and we're going to share them with the world, because this is the thing. It's like, I have met and I am people who drown their emotions. We just lost a really good person. I mean, we lose good people every day. Do you understand? Robin Williams, Matthew Perry, you know, that hurt a lot of us because they touched our lives so much, okay? And sometimes I think we, as people, we reach out, but they don't see it. And I told you this was going to be emotional. It's going to be a ride, okay? So just just get on the carpet, okay? Just hang on. But it's very important to address and to listen to and just acknowledge and not go, oh my God, she's a hot mess, or we got to be there for people, even though if they frustrate you, confuse you, piss you off. Because sometimes they can't help it. And this is what I'm talking about today, is because generally 98% of my life I've been happy. And then that deep 2% of my life I've been clinically depressed and running away from things. And that 2%, just as it is, if you flip it, you take the 1%ers or the 2%ers in life, and they succeed and they do well and they make billions of dollars and they become Oscar-winning people. You still have the 2% that every day is a struggle to leave their fucking house. And they have anxiety, and then they do certain things to help them just manage to be able to be around people, because they know that the people they're around are either going to push every button on the keyboard and make them appear to be the dysfunctional, crazy outbursts, people that they have always been called because they've always been trying to figure out why they have had to deal with such shit in their life. And like, people go, well, they had good parents, or they had this, or they had that. Well, you know what? Not everybody knows what goes on behind closed doors. And that right there is the key factor of why I'm doing this. And so that was a really hard couple of pages to read. And I don't know why. I think it's because, so both my parents have passed. And my whole life growing up, all I ever wanted was to be loved, to be held and cherished, just like most people do. Like, that's what we do. We crave that shit. Hang on. I gotta fix my hair. So we crave that, right? We crave it. So if we're not getting it, what do? We act out. We do wrong things. Like if you just study anything about kids, you're going to learn that if they're not getting any attention, they're going to get bad attention, right? For a couple of reasons or not. And at least they're getting some attention. And I tried my best as a mother. I have a daughter and I have a son. My son, you'll learn probably in one of these diaries that I had at a very young age, and I gave him for adoption. And that was the hardest decision in my life to make, but I think it was the best thing I could ever do. Do you understand? At 17, people have done it, but I don't think it's wise. I knew at the time that it wasn't something I was ready for, because the fact is I was still a teenager, right? And I'm trying to leave home, and how am I going to do that with a baby? Anyway, I'll probably hit that book somewhere, and I'll talk about it. And it'll be hard to talk about, but it'll be a blessing in disguise at the same time, because he is the most precious thing in my life. And anyway, I don't know if I should make these shorts, so I'm gonna do shorts, okay? So anyway, we're gonna say October, and then November 1998 this is where we're at, okay? And then we're gonna go back and forth until we figure out how to deal with life. I love you all. Please follow me. If this resonates with you, because I'm just saying that I'm not the only person in this world that has experienced things like this. Okay. So I love you and thank you. And please just bear with me. Okay. And I hope I don't make you cry. Okay. So have a good night. Thank you so much.